Hi, Greece. There's so much going on in Greece right now, a lot of earthquakes. We're going to give you some explanations on why they're happening so frequently. Let's do this. Hello, everyone in Greece, on all around the world. Just want to give some good information for you. Something I didn't realize, I had to do a little bit of study. I wanted to know, why are there so many earthquakes in Greece? We're going to go ahead and do the update as well. We're going to give you the update as far as how many earthquakes has happened, what their magnitudes were, and also show you where those earthquakes were on a map. But first, let's talk about why. Why are there so many earthquakes in the area of Greece? Greece and Turkey earthquake driven by wild tectonics of the Aegean Sea. Why do they say that? Let me explain something to you real quick. And this one paragraph is going to sum it up, and I'm going to show you an illustration where you can see exactly what I'm referring to. Geographically speaking, this region is wedged between the zone where the African, Eurasian, Arabian plates meet up. To the east of the Aegean and the Arabian plate collides with the Eurasian plate, shoving up a series of mountains including the Zagros, a range that runs through the Iran, Iraq, and Turkey. The colliding plates also send the Anatolian plate westward, as if it is being pushed out like a watermelon seed between two fingers, says Robert Stern, a tectonics expert at the University of Texas at Dallas. What is he referring to? Let me show you that illustration. As you can see, there's a great deal of earthquake clusters that are right in this general area here. Also in this general area here, and also down here. And what you'll notice is that what we're about to see, there is a plate division that runs right in the middle of the Aegean Sea. You also have a microplate that's over in this area, and you also have an Anatolian plate, and you also have the African plate here. This is what they're referring to. And you also have the Arabian plate here. So you have all of this going on. Now that's what generated all these earthquakes. You see there was a 3.1 about 19 hours ago. It's because I want to make sure I give you a briefing on this. A 2.0 about an hour ago has happened. Also, you had 9 hours ago a 2.0. As you can see, majority of these earthquakes are going to be in the twos, with the exception of a few that are actually in the threes. And you also had a 4 a few days ago, a 4.3 about 3 days ago. Now, this right here in this area here is very, very concentrated. So make sure if you live in this area that you have keep some sort of app or something on you, because I noticed that there are certain areas that have clusters. This area here, also along in here. Now Crete has actually slowed down some. They don't have as many earthquakes as they had in the past. The most recent one was a 2.0 that happened about 7 hours ago. But you can see they still are having the offshore earthquakes, and that is primarily where the actual boundary is for the plates. Before we talk about the numbers, we do need to talk about what we were just referring to. You have all these plates. You have the African plate at the bottom. You have the Arabian plate over to the east. You have the Anatolian plate, microplate, that's right in the center over in this area here that runs right in the middle of the Aegean Sea. You also have the Greek Microplate and the Eurasian plate, or the European plate, that's up in the north. Now what you're seeing is that this plate and this plate here are both moving in this direction here. And you have the African plate that is here that is actually subducting, going underneath these other plates. And the plate that they were talking about that is being popped up is this middle plate up in this area here. So this is the arrangement of the tectonic plates that they have going on in the Greek area, the Greek islands, and all in the Arabian area, and also Turkey and Africa, Northern Africa. It's all of this is going on. So it's kind of hard not to have a lot of earthquakes in this general area right here. Let's take a look and see what has Greece experienced as far as their most recent earthquakes for the week. Last I counted, there was 369 earthquakes that actually happened over the last week for Greece. You can also see in the last 24 hours there were 48 earthquakes. You can see majority, like we stated before, majority of them are in the 2s and also in the 3s. Those are the ones that could be actually felt. There was actually a few more, but they were very, very small. The 1 points, the ones that are 2.0, below 2.0 magnitude. Now, there were 344 earthquakes in the last 7 days. Last 30 days, 1,442. Last 90 days, there were 4,749 earthquakes. And in the last year, there was 25,837 earthquakes. And as you can see, the majority of the earthquakes, like we said before, in the 2s, some 3s. Crete had 3s. They had a couple of 3s. A lot of those are offshore. And you can see pretty much that majority of them are 2s. Except for when they're in the sea. You can see a lot of them, the ones in the sea are actually a lot stronger because that's actually closer to the boundaries, the ones that are in the actual sea. So I hope that cleared up some things for you. Hope you can see that you are having a great deal of earthquakes. They have lessened since we last did a video for Greece, and we hope it stays down. We hope you don't get too many more. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And make sure you keep some sort of disaster app or earthquake app on you just for safety purposes. We'll see you guys in the next video.